I'm going to be sharing with you in this video how to trust your highest intuition in each moment. Because in my experience, if we don't learn to do this, this is what causes these repeating loops and cycles that we don't want to be in. So let's talk about that in this video. If you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell because I do actually post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video. It's also going to be in the comments of this video as well. I recently just launched email coaching, so if you want to be part of that, all the details will be down below as well. Now, the first thing that I want to share with you in this video, in terms of how to trust your highest intuition in each moment, which I believe is one of the most powerful things that you can truly learn, is to give yourself permission to let go of all resistance. All resistance. See, what happens is that we get stuck in these loops and these cycles where we somehow believe that holding on to resistance is a beneficial thing for ourselves and others. That simply is not part of my belief system. It's just not part of my belief system. I don't see how it can be useful to hold on to resistance. Maybe for survival, maybe to get into this like manipulative energy where you're hurting yourself and others, but it may be for a safety net. Maybe sometimes we need to believe that we have to go back into resistance, but and that's fine. It's fine, right? It's okay. But the question is, how long are we going to stay stuck in a loop of resistance until we decide that it's no longer tolerable? We don't tolerate it, right? I personally, in my field of consciousness and in my reality, I do not tolerate staying stuck in something that doesn't serve me. You know, look, I'm not gonna lie, there's times where maybe I believe I have to go back to some patterns and regress, like in my soul development. But the question is, how long? How long, right? Eventually, we have to make the leap to understand that you can stay stuck in that old reality, but that old reality is not going to help you to move forward, and it's not going to help you to help others, and it's not going to be beneficial. See, let me ask you this. When has it ever been beneficial for you to suffer? Has it ever helped anybody? Personally, for me, the only thing that suffering has ever taught me is what not to do, right? Suffering has taught me what I shouldn't do, what I do not prefer. That's the contrast, right? Whoa, that was not an enjoyable experience. I don't want to experience that ever again, right? And it can be different things for different situations, for different kinds of relationships. And it's fine. I'm not saying that it shouldn't exist, right? I'm not denying any aspect of existence. I'm simply saying that there are certain things, to say the least, because I don't want to say any vulgar language that's going to be off-putting, but to say the least, there are certain things, certain energy dynamics that I do not prefer. I don't prefer, to say the least, right? To say the least. But that's just me being polite, so to speak. Because I don't want to be too vulgar here, right? And so the key is to not always listen to what you've been told, to what the unconscious automatic autopilot mind is telling you, and to understand that if there's a program in your consciousness causing resistance, I just want to be that person to tell you that you have full permission to let go of it, whatever it is, whether it's an idea, whether it's a concept, whether it's a person, whether it's a relationship, whether it's any kind of tool in this present moment, right? Consciousness is not linear. So you want to be able to trust yourself in what you need moment to moment, but anything that causes you deep resistance and suffering, you're safe to let that go. You're safe to let it go. Like, just why not? What's the alternative? To stay stuck and suffer? and then bring others along with you into that, I don't want to say low vibration, but, relatively speaking, low vibration. You know what I mean? And the reason I hesitate is because, I believe that everything is. Check out my video on that right there. But anyways, just give yourself permission to let that go. Now the second thing that I want to share with you in this video is to not defend what feels bad. Don't defend what feels bad. If something is working and causing you peace, and it's causing you to uplift your vibration, hold on to that. Don't attach to it, but hold on, if you get what I'm saying. Keep it around. Focus on it. Keep your attention on it. Pay attention to it, right? Because your attention is your highest currency. Do not pay attention to what is not conducive to your highest alignment. What you want to do is only pay attention to what is conducive to your highest alignment. Now, if something feels bad, if something is causing you suffering and deep anxiety and resistance and slowing you down and stagnating you and, excuse my language here, but constipating your energy, it's keeping your energy stuck and contracted. You don't feel like you're open. You don't feel like you're connected. If you feel like you're disconnected, let me ask you, why would you defend that? Why would you defend that? You're defending an unconscious program that is not serving you. Now, I'm not attacking you. I know it might seem like that sometimes when I talk like that in my videos, but it's not an attack. It's simply an observation that I'm pointing you to perhaps in your life. Because I'm part of this with you, right? But all I'm saying is that if something is causing you deep resistance, why defend that? Why not focus on something else that is going to be conducive to your growth, to move forward into that person that you're meant to be in a certain way, depending on the way that you want to see it. Now, the third and final thing that I want to share with you in this video is to trust what people say only if it resonates. See, at some point I got to the point in my life where I realized that I'm just talking to myself. And I know how that sounds, but it's like yes, you need support from people. In a certain way, we are codependent with one another. Or a better way to say it is we are in a way all connected. But in another way, we are not connected. I am my own being. And if I'm hearing something that doesn't feel right to me, then I am not going to accept that and subscribe to that as a part of my belief system. And that is kind of what it means to trust your highest intuition in each moment. Because sometimes in a present moment, there's going to be certain ideas that resonate for you. In another moment, it may not resonate for you. And you have to have that discerning eye to see that maybe something served you at some point, but then it is not serving you anymore. How do you know when to let that go? That's what it means to really trust yourself, is to trust what people say only if it resonates. See everybody as a reflection of you. As a reflection of you. They are simply pointing you to something, and you can either accept it or deny it. And when I say deny it, I'm not saying to judge. I'm not saying to criticize. I'm not saying to blame. I'm not saying to hold resentment towards anybody, any being in existence, because anything that causes you resentment you'll automatically be choosing to cling on to that frequency, whether consciously or unconsciously. So the key is to just trust only what you feel you want to embody. And if you do not want to embody it, I'm going to conclude this video to let you know that you have full permission to not embody that as a part of your consciousness. And with that, I conclude this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, I just launched email coaching. You can sign up for that by hitting the link that's in the description box of this video. As always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.